Okay, that deed was somewhat problematic. Probably wasn't the best example to use. So I just went ahead and figured it out. I drew just like a squiggly line. Right-clicked the polyline, edited, and made it a spline because this is like a water's edge kind of boundary. And we can manipulate the grips and move it around, kind of adjust it accordingly to match the field data. But anyways, I wanted to move along to, now we've got this plotted, right? We want to label this boundary. We're going to change our scale to 1:30 because I figured out that will fit this plan on an 11 by 17 drawing. Parcels menu at the top, add parcel labels, multiple segment, or escape to get out of that command. You could also go to annotate, add labels. We could select lines and curves, multiple segments. It's going to default to bearing over distance and distance radius delta. But I'm going to do it. This is the way I like to do it. Parcel, add label, multiple segment. Seems faster to me. Put that label on for the curve. That label on for that line there. Another curve. Label there. We'll label this one. I'm not going to label this one right now. We'll handle that just in a bit. Now, I don't want all this extra curve data because they didn't give that to us in the deed. I'm going to right click on it. Actually, I'm going to select it. And with the left click, I'm going to right click, edit label style. This curve label style thing comes up. And all these are part of the template, having all these definitions preloaded in here. That's why it's important to use the template. We're going to say distance over radius. Okay. And it looks cleaner to me. And I'm just going to say MA, enter. It's going to match properties. So I want to apply this label style to this curve as well. This looks better. I'm going to take this, I'm going to edit this label style because that is long enough to show them side by side. So I'm going to change it to bearing and distance. I think that'll work on these other two as well. So I'm going to use the match command, MA, match prop. I want those to look like this one. So this is the one I'm going to say, take this and apply it to that and apply it there. Enter. Good. Now these are dynamic labels. That means that whatever direction this line is, that's what they'll say. So if I copy this, let's just rotate it using the rotate command, RO. See, this is different values than what's over here now. 35, I rotated it to 85. That's good and bad. In this case, we want it to match what the deed said, so we don't create confusion. So I'm going to explode. Now it's just a block, and it's no longer dynamic, so it won't change. I'm going to do the same command here, repeat explode. Or you could just select it and hit enter. It'll do the last command that you used. So now those are blocks. This one, explode that too. I didn't do it to the curves because there's no directional indication on these values, so it's not going to change when I rotate it. So let's reduce our scale again. And you'll notice, these shrunk because they're still dynamic. So maybe we do want to explode those. Let's go to here. Or not. We're going to be using that scale. Ultimately, we're going to be using that scale, so it shouldn't matter, but let's just do it anyway. These are done. I'm going to take this, going to move it. Oh, it's hard to read that text. I'm going to go to my annotative scale. Inch equals 5. Looks like we have a pin and cap. Well, this is a good time to demonstrate something else. I'm gonna make it a